Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Marketing in a Minute. My name's Jennifer, and I'm going to be talking about a couple reasons why you need a FAQ page on your website. An FAQ page, in case you don't know, is a question and answer type of page. So you would be putting on questions that are commonly asked of you, and you would be providing the answers. So it's a really great resource dedicated to giving your website visitors more information about your products or services. So even though it just sounds obviously very helpful, there's specific reasons why that adding this page to your website is a great way to increase just the overall experience for your customers, increase sales, and communication in general. So with that being said, my first reason why you should be adding an FAQ page to your website is to improve the user experience. So if you think about it, we really live in a society right now that we want answers and we want them right now. And we know we can just jump on Google and to get the answers we're looking for. And so people have that mentality. So when they go to your website and they're not finding the information that they're looking for, they get frustrated, and that can actually make them go on to another website, your competitor's website. They could go back to Google search and find someone who is selling your similar products or services. So you want to catch them while they're hot, while they're in action, while they're on your website. And so really taking the time to think about common questions that are asked of you and putting them on your website and making it very straightforward, putting the question, putting the answer. And if you can add like links throughout those questions to guide them to exactly where they need to go on the other pages of your website, that would be really helpful too. Another reason why to put the FAQ page on your website is to save time. So you can imagine how many times you're being asked the same questions over and over. So if you if you sell products, they're asking, how long does it take to receive my product? What is your return policy? Do you have expedited shipping? These are all very common questions people are asking you almost every single day, I'm sure. So wouldn't it be more helpful if you just put those answers on your website? It's going to save you so much time of having to email, copy and paste, or verbally tell people on the phone or on social media. So really getting to think about what are the questions that people are asking me, and how can I just make it easier for them to make a decision to shop with me or to do this transaction with me. What information do I need to put on my website that will make it easier for them? And obviously my next reason was, but they kind of go hand in hand, it's an FAQ page is kind of like a customer service tool. It's saving you time. It's reducing the amount of interaction that you yourself or your staff members have to actually interact with prospective customers or customers in general. Like I said, you could be putting a return policy. You could be saying how long, if there's a handling time, anything that really goes with your transactions that are very normal. They're very, every transaction isn't unique. Or if you do have unique transactions, and kind of like us, every client has a different workflow of things, different deliverables, different time frames, different prices. So just being upfront and honest, it's not a one-stop shop here where we are very customized. So that will help the customer understand you too. And then maybe even linking them to sign up for a free consultation with you. Just really trying to get inside the head of your customers is going to help increase sales, increase the amount of inquiries that are going to come into you, initial inquiries, even if they're not sales, just people reaching out because they're getting the information they need to make the decision to work with you or not. And lastly, adding an FAQ page to your website will increase your search engine ranking. So if you think about it, sometimes a lot of people have content websites that have a lot of pictures. And granted, when you're putting pictures, you should be like saving them as words on your computer that people would be searching for you, because that's another way to be found. Like in Google, you can click on Google Images. So the images that are on your website should always have a naming convention that is very similar to the services or that particular product. So that's just another way to be found. But besides that, for those websites that are especially really picture heavy, like a before and after type of websites, or maybe restaurants that have just a lot of pictures of the food that they're providing, an FAQ page will help your search engine rankings, because you're actually using words, because you're being ranked on the words, not pictures that you're using. So the more content, more words you're using on your website, that's Google is able to read that that information, and to be able to understand what your website is talking about. So when people are searching for you, then your website will start to come up. So if you make a really lengthy FAQ page on your website, it's going to have a lot of those keywords that are related to your industry and your products and your services. So that's just another way to increase your website ranking. So that was it. I thought this would be a really helpful way to share with you, to just increase overall engagement with people that are landing on your site. We want to make it as easy as possible, give them the information right away so they can connect with you. So I hope you were able to learn a few things today on that. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We're here to help. And I look forward to seeing you on the next Marketing in a Minute episode. Have a great Monday, guys.